most of my friends already know this is that I live in Africa. I was actually just born here. Yeah, I was born and raised in Africa. I have an African parent. That's basically the way it is. And most people wonder mostly about my accent because it doesn't sound like someone who lives in Africa. I mean, if I said that I'm 100% African, even I'll be lying to myself. So there's a lot of contradictory part that comes with that. So somewhere in my blood, I'm not sure. I think on my dad's side, there was a Europe. It was like a British person. It was just transferred to like everyone else in our on our dad's side. So like basically, yeah. So that's where my accent came from. It's just in the blood and many other bypassers. So there's a lot of problems with being a content creator in Africa, especially in Kenya, specifically Kenya. If I said Africa, they're like peak countries like Morocco and Cameroon and South Africa that actually make it to World Cup. And then there's our country rioting, political disorders. Yeah. So the problem with being a content creator in in Kenya, okay, specifically a Minecraft content creator. Let me say that a Minecraft content creator is because firstly your currency is rejected in every single server. Like most of my friends mostly ask me, how come you don't have a rank in Hypixel? Like, are you that poor to afford a rank in Hypixel? Well, no. See, I don't have US dollars. I don't have sterling pounds. I don't have euros. I have Kenyan shillings. And it's not accepted at all. It's basically worthless to servers like Hypixel or Lunapad. Because trust me, I do have the means. I do have the rich auntie money, but I'm not able to use it at all because of the currency. And that actually kind of annoys me a lot. Most servers, they just also reject my currency and be like, I'm sorry, but we don't accept Kenyan shillings. What? Yeah, so that basically happens to me on a daily thing. Another thing is I have like mixed ethnicity. It's big word for I'm half black. I go black. I go what you want. Basically like that. Just like the ransom song. Yeah, I just have that. At first, it seemed like a really big flex. It's very big flex. You have like a taste of both sides, but it's actually really painful. If you live in Africa, especially if you live in Kenya for some reason, you basically judge for almost everything you do. Like my friends at first, they were kind of racist to me. They were like, why are you turning pink? It's not even that hot. Like those kind of small things, like they're just laughing at my little mishaps of pronunciation and stuff like that. Like best friends do. But yeah, I basically just got used to it. Like it's not mean. It's just me having to accept the fact of that. You see that when Africa, I had to be like a tough person because every time you try to like make a presentation in class, people are just gonna be like, British, you're British and stuff like that. Or they just make weird memes about you like colonizer. There was a time I was being called a colonizer. It was actually terrible. I was 14 and everyone was calling me colonizer. Okay, another person was calling me a Pharisee because I was kind of putting in some interesting catalytic stuff and people didn't like that because most of them protested. But anyway, yeah, I was being called colonizer. So people told me to go back to the country which I came from. Honestly, that was painful. That was peak 2020, 2023. Yeah, it was 2023. I was being told all sorts of things. And it just used to happen all the time. Even the teachers would be like that sometimes. Why your ears are turning? Why your ears red? Actually, that used to happen a lot when I was younger. Like it's really sunny, and I'm really pale for some reason. I really hate it. I wish I had more melanin, but okay. But yeah. So seriously, when it's really sunny, my ears, like the edge of my ears, they used to turn red. Together with my cheeks and my nose, the normal things, the normal pale children things. And people not used to seeing that. They're like, why you turning pink? Like Is there something wrong with his skin or something? To me, I used to think it was very normal, but no, it's not normal in Africa to do that. Another thing that was not normal was my curly hair. Honestly speaking, I used to keep like the same haircuts, obviously, because our school had completely refused anything to do with natural hairstyles. You either braided your hair or braided your hair. Trust me, there was this Korean girl who came with like blow dried hair, like she came with flat iron hair, and she was told to put ponytails. I felt so bad for her. But then soon the school management something like I don't know what happened, but she moved schools because she didn't like the rules and the way the teachers would make her put a little ponytail because other girls get jealous because she has long, silky Korean hair. I felt bad for this small little girl. Well, hey, what's gonna say? What can I say? It's not that our school is absolutely rubbish. It's that getting this like there's a lot of people in our school of high aristocratic stuff, so like you have to somehow favor your own countrymen rather than some Asian child. So yeah, that used to happen. So for me, my hair, I used to like plait it, right, like braid it. At the ends it used to curl, like really curl at the ends. And there was just one time we were like in our the lunch line, getting ready to have our lunch. And this random person's like, why is your hair curling at the end? Oh, I don't know. It's not like I can control it or something. Not like I use special products. Not like this is in my blood and I'm forced to have curly hair and there's nothing I can do about it. No, I just told her that it's just normal for me. My hair just curls like that. She still continues staring at my hair. Honestly, my hair doesn't disturb me so much. It's the most complicated hair type. I don't even know what it is. It's a mix between 4C and A something. I don't know hair types. I'm not that serious in life, but something like that. So meaning it's like it's soft and curly, but then it's like bulk volume. It's so much on my head, bulk volume. So yeah, using a flat iron is very fun. I hate heat styling. But anyway, yeah, that's a story for another day. And if there's another thing about my hair is mostly sports. Yeah, sports. So like during sports, like back in the days, I used to play footy and I used to sweat. When I say sweat, I mean like dripping sweat, like a full marathon runner sweat. I basically used to sweat like a lot. You just get it, right? So like during the sweating matches, for some reason, I had every time we played footy or something, I had to rinse off my face because I would be dripping with sweat. It was so bad. But anyway, yeah. So when I would rinse off my face, my stupid baby hairs would just lie down, and people would just be staring at it, and I would be like, hey, why is everyone staring at me? Because my stupid baby hairs were like, you know what? I'm tired of being all curly now. I want to sleep. I want to rest or something like that. It'll look so weird. It'll look like I have hair gel, but I don't. Honestly, many people used to notice this, but they never used to say anything. I'll just walk past someone and just be like staring into my eyes, just looking at me. Something like that. The usual. It was so funny. But yeah. Hmm. How am I unable to do this? I'm pretty sure this is like the hardest. But yeah, anyway, yeah. Very demoralizing at all. So currency, check. Accent, check. Ugh. Another thing, no, the last thing is the hardest thing. Making friends was the hardest thing I could ever do to myself. Not first, I used to be a really kind creature, like a butterflies landing on my nose kind of person. But then I had to change a little bit. I had to adjust to like the African culture because here you just can't be a softie. Like it's not possible. If you're like mixed identity, you just can't be a softie. You'll be treated like a potato, like a child. You just be treated as a child, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Like all my first years, I was so bullied so much. Like people just come with like a small paper with some words and just be like, Dexter, could you like read those aloud? And they will laugh, of course, because our pronunciation as usual. If I told the teacher, they'll just be like, "Oh, just leave them alone. They're just trying to encourage you to become a fluent speaker." And this was not their motive. Their motive was to have something funny to tell their parents. Like, "Oh, this is girl in our class, and I think she's white, and she's like kind of funny to listen to because she pronounces so weirdly. That's the kind of stories they probably tell because the weird human beings. How can I reach that? Weird human beings. But later on, I had to toughen up. Like this whole thing about people like being mean to me and crying. I used to waste a lot of tears on people, and it was so dumb. So I grew up, and I had to be way tougher. Like I would people would laugh at my accent. I would just be like, haha, that's actually funny. And instead of them be like, wait, aren't you crying? I'm like, why should I cry? Okay. So yeah, basically just that. So when you say tougher, I mean like Irishman tougher, kind of like that. Honestly, it's just in the genes. You have to be tough. Like even if I grew up in the UK, I was just thinking, what if I grew up in the UK? It could have things changed. I really don't think so. I could have been a wimp. I could have been a really bad wimp. I could have been those weird lesbianis, less banana kind of human beings. Like the weird girls would just be like, "Hi, do you know where the restrooms are?" Those boring, annoying people. Actually, could have been so boring. Like I have so many funny stories of me and my friends doing absolutely ridiculous things. And no, guys, I didn't climb any tree. I wanted. Oh yeah, yes, I did climb a tree. Perks of being African. Actually, no, doesn't sound like a perk, but it's a perk in anyway. And there's so many funny things that actually happen in this country. Yeah, like we legit learn with monkeys. Not my classmates, like actual monkeys. It's so funny, and I'll actually tell you about those stories later. But yeah, basically like that. So in short, the government is probably gonna look for me now. You should probably subscribe. Cause why not? It's I have so many damn stories. Okay, like I do make other contents, like I don't know, build big houses and just be like, this is my ultra base where I will put my very rare mob that I really really like. And today I'm making a elaborate chop to chop all my friends. I'll do those ones. But I just like yapping. Okay, I'm a yapper at birth, and I have to yap. So yeah.